Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, the pitter patter of rain after an inch of snow. December 3rd, 2023. So, looks like I'm going to be in the grow room. I've been out gritting now for 10 days. And it looks like it's just going to warm up enough for me to have a wee break. There's the Christmas potatoes slowly wilting away with the cold. There's no heat in here at the moment. I'm going to put pay to that by getting the heat mats out, getting some bubble wrap sorted. A lot of this bubble wrap's been here quite a while now. So is the blankets, the thermal blankets. I wouldn't say thermal blankets, but the ones that keep you warm in the cold if you get caught out. So a few little jobs to do, and we'll be looking at the Spider Farmer SF600 light we've got in here, and then we've got the Spider Farmer light there. Spider Farmer heat mats, they're all in the description below. Links are there for the Spider Farmer bits and bobs. And just a quick mention to Suttons, and there'll be a link below for their blog. So Suttons have used some of my information from my blog in their blog, and they've sent me a couple of packets of seeds to try, so I'm looking forward to those. Popping those into the loft water containers, the gravity one, not the gravity, the whip guttering. Some nice long red ones there, so I'll find a home for them as well. So why not check out Sutton's blog? It's all about carrots, and you might find some really good information there. As always, our spaces collect a lot of junk, so we'll crack on, get tidied up, get these old fly papers down, and we'll put some new ones up once we're up and running. And if I've got enough compost, I'll be using the Agralan plant root trainer type things to sow my onions for 2024. So stay with me if you wish. So there's the Spider Farmer light. There's some seeds that I put on the top there to dry. And here are some of the cake trays. You get the cakes in them, the little cupcakes. I use the cotton face wipes, pads, whatever you want to call them, and then pop the seeds on. Forgot all about those. I think they were lettuce. It's time for a clear up. We'll get the heat mat that's still down below, and then the heat mat there, we can move that to the Spider Farmer grow tent, ready for sowing some more potatoes. These I've chitted because I've dug them out. They're chitted, so we're just waiting for them to come through. We'll have those February or March. And having checked my fridge, which I've turned off now, I've got plenty of pickles in there, and all the tomatoes we sliced up. I've noticed that some of my potatoes are chitting, so we'll get those planted very soon and leave them in the grow room. A little bit of warmth. This is how I store my seed potatoes, and that's how I store the tomatoes. I slice them up and put them in there and put a bit of dry compost on top. They're the purple Ukraine. We have light. I've just noticed it's the Spider Farmer SE5000, but that will be in the description below. And here's the Spider Farmer heat mats. There's no way of regulating the warmth, so they do get quite warm. So it's more of a heat that you pop under and maybe support something over it, like a pallet, like I've done in the grow room, and that just circulates enough heat. It's about 4 degrees in here today. I'm wrapped up warm. I'll just give the Spider Farmer SF600 a bit of a clean. We've got all the mylar blankets in now. With the only trouble with the sticky fly traps is if they touch anything, especially these blankets, they do tear. So it was easier to take the door off and get that on. I've put the bubble wrap on the other side. The bottom bit's not too bad, and I collect all the bubble wrap from work. My fellow colleagues save anything that gets delivered, so realistically it doesn't cost me anything other than a few pennies to run. But again, this is my hobby, so it's something I like to do when it's raining or snowing, or when I've got a few moments spare, when I'm not gritting, doing DIY jobs and everything else that gets thrown at us these days. And these are just random squares. There's 3 squares of bubble wrap there, but they're exactly the right length or height, whichever way you want to look at it. So that's that sorted. Let's sort out my seeds. Well, I've just got my seed cases. These are photo cassettes. You can get those on online. These are individually popped into each one, and then eventually I'll decide what I'm growing and when I'm sowing them. I've kept the original boxes to keep them in so that the sun doesn't deteriorate them. I will be sowing some microgreens, still got those there. We had some seeds from DT Brown because they got a £1 offer on. So the first one, we've got Crimson Crush, Bolt Hardy, Carrot, Harlequin, Sweet Corn, Incredible F1. The rats love that, so I'll get it again. Beetroot, Multicoloured Mix, Carrot, Cascade F1. 2 lots of parsnips this year, or 2024, Gladiator and Tender and True. Spring Onion, Irikutia, done really well for me. Sweet Million, Tomato, and then I bought some of these seeds. Or did I? I can't remember now. No, I bought those, and they were on the cheap as well. We've seen those from Suttons. There's the cosmetic pads, 100% cotton. There's my paper clips to fold the top over and stop any seeds falling out. And then one of my viewers, we did a bit of a swap. I sent some Pongos, and there's some of my Cobra from saved from this year. And she knows I like to grow radishes, etc. So thank you to that very kind person. I want to just stick them somewhere, then I'll need to actually sort everything out. And there's my seed bags and envelopes for the saved seed. And there are the Sparkler 3 radish seed pods. They need to go in the house to crisp up a bit more, and I'll get those into the bags, into the saved area. Well, it's getting cool, guys, and the temperature's rising. We're up to 10 now in there. It's been on about an hour. I've filled the Agralan plug plant trainer, and you can see there you can have them either way. That's just lets a bit of air in. Let's see, you maybe just about. So we've got 8 at the bottom on the bottom tray, and then they're all numbered 1 to 7. So if I want to sow different varieties, I can make a note in my book, or should I say a bit of cardboard. But these will have onions planted in them fully. So I'm going to plant some of the Zabroon, some of the variegated again, some of the long red Florence. I found the shallot type onions better to store, so I'm growing more of those this time. There's the emergency blankets, the Kevlar is it, that we've used on the sides to reflect some of the light. Some melon seeds there that we saved from Bill and Val. Some Hendrick snow peas from Nick the gardener. Some of my broad beans, I don't know whether to sow some now or in the spring. And these are all dry out now, hopefully, so that I can get them all sorted. But many thanks to Spider Farmer, who sent me the SF600, the SE1000, the grow tent, and the 2 heat mats. And we had a good season out of everything last year. This one is the new one, the new model. So check out the description. In the description below, the links are there. I'm not going to buy any more compost ever again, he says, other than perhaps Acacia. This is my homemade compost, or the compost that we find. I've put it through. Guess what that is, guys? Yeah, it's a cover for a fan. And there was quite a few of those dumped in a fly tip where we got the compost from. They obviously didn't want the covers on the fans. They weren't too fussed in their illegal grows. And it's sifted it quite nice. Got rid of all the bigger lumps. And on top of it, I'll just scrape that off on the Agralan root trainers. And I'll be planting my seeds once the compost has soaked all that water up. Those trays take a full one of those, so all my water's in here now, so that'll keep warm. And I've just noticed that the potatoes are just started to come through. These were my original Christmas potatoes, planted in the Spider Farmer 11-gallon pots. And also looks like some daffodil bulbs there that we salvaged from out of the garden have also started to sprout. So won't bore you anymore, guys. I'm going to pop that in that bottom tray and pop those potatoes in there as well, and we'll shut the door and zip it up. I'll just check the zip and oil it if it needs it. If you've liked the content, this my video blog, my personal blog, which I like to share, and I will continue to share while people still leave me lovely comments and thumbs up. And please leave me a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, etc. And why not consider subscribing to see what else I get up to. I do like to share what I learn, share what others show me, and hopefully we can be happy gardeners. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.